YouTubers, it's 216 Papa Bravo. Are you having trouble with your on-camera presentations? Do you want to sound smoother on camera? Do you forget to say things in your videos because you didn't write it down? You can now do it all better with a teleprompter. Much has been said about their use, especially by politicians, but they are a godsend to those of us not blessed with the gift of gab. I've tried a variety of ways to use my iPad as a standalone teleprompter, but I always end up placing the iPad below, above, or beside the camera, which I end up looking at instead of looking into the camera. The teleprompter allows you to read your text from a screen directly in front of the camera without skipping a beat. This video will show you a way to build your own as inexpensively as possible, and will guide you through most of the steps and materials I used to build this do-it-yourself teleprompter. So let's get started. Okay, here's what I'm trying to make. It's called a teleprompter. It enables you to use your video and be able to read a prepared speech or prepared talk using a screen. And on my case, we are using an iPad. Just a normal iPad. So I've kind of designed it around that. To do that, we needed a 6-foot, 1-inch square piece of wood, piece of aluminum bar stock, about 1/8 inch wide, about 1.5 inches wide, and some other miscellaneous parts. Take the bar stock and you bend it up so it kind of resembles this. It's kind of hard to see it all in there. The camera would sit here. It's going to set your iPod right there. So following most of the designs, I made a couple little boxes. And here's one of the bottom part. This is a simple wood box. It's nice and lightweight. It's made of pine. It's nice and light. I have 2 inset threaded screw holes here so that we can mount it to the support. Then with these hinges, we'll screw the 2 pieces together. So you'll have a double frame, much like that. Okay, so this will be the top piece. And in that we're going to put a piece of reflective glass. Splitter glass, beam splitter glass, which I don't have any of, but that's what in essence is going to be. You'll be able to reflect the image of the iPad, and the other side you'll be able to look through it without seeing too much glare, and it'll have an all dark background. So part of that you'll have this covered in here, then you'll have this mounted like that at a 45-degree angle. So when you put your iPad in here, open that up, you can see it fits really nicely. So I wanted this as lightweight as possible so that you could not have a whole lot of weight in a tripod. Then you're going to try to center it somewhere in here where you don't have any overweight issues on your tripod. So this whole thing maybe weighs a pound and a half for the whole McGee. Like I say, when we get done, we're going to have something looking like that. That'll have the base, which is this part. You'll have your iPod laying right in here, which is here. And then through the back, you'll have your camera mounted here, looking through the glass with a dark background. And all you're going to see is the printed words. So that when you're reading it, it's going to look something like that. Okay. You just crafted these out of simple 45-degree corners, or mitered corners, just 45 degrees. Piece of backing board, like it's a 1/8 inch thick. Just glued it all together. That's the base part. Top part's exactly the same dimensions. Then we get this all screwed on here, painted up, and you'll see it all finished in black. So I'm going to give you an update where I'm at with this project. Start my flat black painting. I got my first coat on here. You can see it's a nice rich black color. I'll turn them all over and get the second coat on the other side and we'll be good to go. That's all black there. What a nice reflection that is. Get it eye level there. You really read what it has to say. Not all the way done, but we're getting there. Okay, just wanted to show off my completed digital video prompter. This is using the iPad as a core. There's a program called Teleprompter that makes that all work so it reads properly. You can see in the mirror, if you get down low enough, you can see the words quite plainly. And what I've done is I've made a complete unit from scratch. Cost me about, for everything including the glass, about $80. It's not the proper glass, it's a piece of glass that has a coating on it, which was a $25 option. But the materials and everything cost about 80 bucks to make. Probably over budget for most folks, but you can see here that it houses a camera on a stand, and it's all visible through the glass. When you look through the glass, you can see what's out there. Okay, so just so we're not, it does take it down about maybe 2 stops. Okay. The last real step I did was to put on the cloth cover, and I also added a foam ring around the iPad itself so it sits down in there. It doesn't move around. And then there's actually two little dowels that I stuck in the wood here to make the glass the right angle. So you can see moving back that if you're just trying to read monologue or dialogue, that it's a perfect fit. So there's a complete unit. Of course, it doesn't include the tripod. I've always had that, but just to give you an idea of what you can do if you put your mind to it. There's a little pocket in here, just so you know, that has a piece of just like little, not cardboard, but the next best thing that, like, you can't think what you call it, but it's not cardboard. It's the thin paper product that acts like cardboard. So it's just a thin covering to keep it from losing its shape out. It's extended out beyond where that is right there. So it keeps the front of the unit real square. Kind of see that it's really square. So it really shades the camera and the words so that you can really read them easily. Then I've just velcroed it on the bottom here. You can see that there's just 2 strips of Velcro there to hold the unit on, the cover on. And all I have to do is peel those off and then fold the lens down and everything's put away. So there you go, there's a completed project. So if you want to read text like a broadcaster without skipping a beat or doing constant retakes while looking directly into the camera, this is a great do-it-yourself project. For the teleprompter build, you will need some time, a little work, and about $80. As mentioned in the video, you need a few things to complete your setup while using the teleprompter. Most important is some sort of microphone, because your camera mic will be muffled by the glass and cloth cover. In my case, I'm using a wireless lavalier mic, like this one, plugged into my camera. You may also need some lights if you're shooting your video indoors, as you can see. I tried to show you what it takes to build this project. It's been a lot of fun to put together, on the fly, without having a set of plans. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comments section. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Sure appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Papa Bravo out.